Do we now? We need to put the bot in the corner, is that so? Is that so? Welcome in, everybody. How are you all doing? I'll say, how is everyone is what I was trying to say, and then for some reason I had a brain fart. But what's going on? Welcome in, Sin. What's up, my beautiful, beautiful leopard? How are you, gorgeous? And everybody else who might be hiding in the shadows, like Mr. Fat Man. I know he played a hello motherfucker a little while ago, so I know he's hanging out, so he doesn't mind if I give him a little hello and a shout out. But anybody else who's lurking who hasn't commented yet, obviously I won't say nothing. I won't shout you out. I won't put you on the spot. But thank you for being here nonetheless. So, what is up, guys? What is up? What's going on? Welcome in. We've got quite a night for you tonight. Actually, speaking of, I totally forgot my podcast notes over there no, they're right here. I didn't forget them. They're right here. I got them. I lied. I got them. So, yes, spank it and tell it to behave. Word? Okay. I'm trying to lie to that I left, wait, hold on. It tried to lie that I left,
That's because I put you windows on your... Gotcha. Yeah, it does that. It tends to do that. It likes to lie a lot. It likes to tell people that people are lurking when they're just hanging out. What's up, Steven? Good to see you here, man. Oh, dude, no worries. Work away. Do your thing, man. Thank you so much for being here. Be safe at work. Have a good one. And thanks for being here and listening. It'll be a while till we get to the juicy stuff, I'll be honest. We do have we have at least an hour or so of gaming news. Yeah, we'll definitely get to some of the, because, bro, you need an assistant. I know, I've been telling you this since you met me. That means basically I've been telling you this for over a year. Like, yeah, absolutely I need an assistant. I'm absolutely a scatterbrain. See, I smoke pot to help me with my anxiety and to help me eat and to help me sleep. But the repercussions of that is that it makes me a little absent-minded, right? Not to mention I already have ADHD. So you combine the two there and it's like forget it. So to counteract that, I should probably be on Adderall, but I don't like taking things. Like, I'm not into taking things. Like, the only reason why I smoke weed is because it's literally a plant that grows out of the ground, and then I pluck its leaves or its little buds, and then I smoke it. Like, there's nothing chemical going on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I trust that, but I won't take things like Adderall and whatever else. So I'm weird. I'm just weird about certain medical stuff, and this is coming from a guy who had 3 open heart surgeries. I'd be dead if it wasn't for medical miracles. You know what I mean? Like, so don't get me wrong. I'm all about medical stuff, but I'm just weird about medicine. Right? I'm all about getting better and procedures, but I'm weird about medicine. So, anyways, I digress. Almost a year and a half, hair flip, let's go. I'd offer to be
assistant, but I'm shit at everything. So, no, you're not, Sin. Stop it. Sin, in my stream, you're not allowed to be negative on yourself. That's the rules here. That's why I need you to come here more often, because that means that's less time that you're negative on yourself. You're not allowed to be negative on yourself here, because I adore you, and I appreciate you, and I love you, and so does Jen. So does everybody else that knows you. We all love you. We all got you. Real Chubbs, what's going on, man? It is good to see you, my guy. What is up, buddy? What is up? How are you tonight? I'm extremely organized. I have to be, especially at work. I don't smoke, but I enjoy edibles. Yeah, hey, but however you want to do it. I see edibles don't work for me. I can literally eat 100 milligrams of, and I've done it, right? I've eaten 10 of those 10 milligram brownies, right? I've eaten 10 of those suckers back to back and then sat there for 2 hours and was like, when am I supposed to feel it? Meanwhile, all my friends are like, whoa. Not they're like, whoa, but they're just kind of like, they're leaning back. They got that smile on. They're like, man, this feels good. My body feels chill. I'm like, I'm ready to go smoke a bowl. This sucks. I don't know what it is about edibles. They don't work on me. No, not at all, Vendetta. We got a while to that, man. We got a while. I'm a half hour late because I slept. I didn't oversleep. I actually got up on time, but it just wasn't enough time. I thought I would have enough time at the time that I got up, but apparently I needed an extra half hour. But yeah, I had to feed the cats, and then my cats fucking threw up somewhere. I had to clean that up, and then I made dinner, and So yeah. But I'm here. And then I got dressed. I took a shower. I got nice and spiffy. You know what I mean? I figured if I'm gonna tell my story, I should look a certain part. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let me switch to the intermission screen. That way you get a little more of that. There you go. All right, just like that. That way, the life of a pet partner. I know. It's or a parent. Yeah, either way, however you want to roll with it. What's going on though, Vendetta? It's good to see you, my man. Okay, but when do you take off the shirt entirely? Oh, that's every time we do an X Smash and I have a nice outfit on, right? So like today would definitely be one of those days. But we don't want to take my shirt off yet because we still have like we still have news to do and all that. Tonight's a unique night. I don't know, I might even have some of the channel points turned off during the serious portion. Like I'll see if maybe my mods can turn off like the deep voice and the chipmunk voice and maybe I don't know. I can always just turn off mix it up entirely and that way there's nothing. What's up, no skill? Good to see you, man.
Momentarily.
Yeah, well, I just, I don't want to turn into an eggplant and have to do the dance in the middle of my story and all that. What's going on, Ash? It's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. I'm so grateful that you're here. I don't typically go on twice a day. I'm sorry. I hate to feel like I'm demanding too much time from my friends. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're here twice a day or anything like that. I typically do once and done, but I didn't have any family come visit me this weekend. It's been a weird weekend. I was up all night. I basically didn't go to bed last night, so I figured let me start my morning off with some Pokemon. And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna play Pokemon, I'd rather much do it on stream with everybody. And it was a fantastic stream, so I don't regret it. But I didn't want to skip the podcast this week because I skipped it last week because there was no news last week. So here we are, twice in one day. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, no, totally. That's what I'm saying. Me who has no life. Yeah, too much time you are requesting. As the guy that recruited hundreds of people to said person following I'm interested to see what you have to say. Oh, dude, it's gonna be quite interesting for sure. VQ, what's going on, buddy? I appreciate that resub, man. Thank you so much. How are you tonight? Absolutely appreciate that, dude. Let's check out this DVD. I love it. I was just playing this last night? It was last night. Nice, love it. All right, everything's reflecting. Let me turn off the second camera because we don't need that camera. No, that's not the camera. We need. Wait, why are there two cameras? Oh, I see why. There it is. Okay, that's why. I was like, hold up. Okay, we're good. And then as far as this one goes, I will forever be Rhino Hulk. Yeah. Yes, it was last night. I will forever be Rhino Hulk. Yeah, Ash, yep. Cat's out the bag. VQ, once again, my man, absolutely appreciate you, bro. Absolutely appreciate you. Let's see here. I think this is on this screen. I want it to be on this screen. Okay, cool. But then I also want this to... Hold on. I guess fit to screen. And then what we can do is we'll just shrink it down to where we need it to be to fit in this. There we go. That's what we need to do. Okay. It's okay. A little live editing. I don't mind, You're not a real streamer unless you're doing this shit sometimes anyways. It's all good. Anyway, say hi to Michael. Say hi to Daddy Myers. I don't know why I call him that. I call him that because I hang out with Leopard too much, and that's what she calls him. That's not what I call him. That is Miguel. I call him Miguel. If anyone hangs out with me enough, they know I call him Miguel. Because it just takes away from the scary. I'm like, oh, Miguel, can't we be friends? We ain't gotta get all... Hey, Stealthy. She said, oh, well, okay. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. So, boop. By the way, if you guys ever want to know what music I'm playing, I play music from Harris Heller. A lot of you guys might know him as a on YouTube. He puts out a lot of like Twitch like helpful tips and stuff, but he also has like DMCA music that he has on Amazon Music. So if you have Amazon Prime, you know, and you can Prime sub to people and all that, you should have access, I think, to this, and you can do that. And I think I go back. Here's a whole bunch of albums from him and all that. So, anyways, this is where I get my DMCA music from because I hold nothing back. I always tell you guys I operate with absolute transparency. So let's see. I just want the chokehold from him. Is that so? That's so. Oh man. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this podcast. I'm gonna move this out the way. I feel like it's killing my vibes. It's killing my vibes. Second. All right. Favor, not knock that over because I can already tell you want to rub your face against it against what it's. Don't do that, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. Okay, he walked away. My cat, he's like, "Oh, you want me to knock this over? Hold on a second, I got you." I'm like, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Zeus, I'm not gonna ask you again, buddy. I'll get the water bottle, bro. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. It is 100% happily tied any Michael with the tubes. I really hope they release some extra masks and stuff. I don't really spend money on Dead by Daylight, but I would probably drop some bones on there to grab that's for sure. All right, let's see here. So let's start off the episode with let's start off with the SteamDeck. 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 Right? So, this thing obviously operates Steam and PC games via a handheld. And it does have a dock, so you can technically plug it up to a monitor or a TV, or I don't know why you'd hook it up to an Elgato when you can just, I guess if you don't have a PC that plays, that's a concept. You could technically run PC games now without actually running them like running your PC. I guess that's an idea. Dude, Mr. Outlast, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate it. I went to Sequata too. Sequata's good peeps, so I absolutely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh man, thank you. Yep.
That's me.
Yep.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Probably are. You probably are. Absolutely. So I just thought about it. What if you hook this thing up to the dock and the dock up to the Elgato? Could you technically play PC games without actually exerting your PC? Right? That's kind of an idea. That's kind of a concept, huh? That's pretty good. I hadn't thought of that. Anyways, I have ADD and I'm going off. Vex, what's going on? It's good to see you. All right, so many amazing people in here. Let's go. So the SteamDeck, so as of right now, it's got nothing but positive reviews. Some people have complained about like the size of it in general because obviously it's not really it's not an on-the-go system like the Switch, right? Like the Switch, you can just kind of put in like like a little like one of those little carry pouch things and like kind of just take it with you on the go like really quickly. But this thing, you kind of need like some sort of backpack. Like it's not like a little on the go thing. So it's on the go, but it's not on the go. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to really word that. Community has ended their show. Troy and Abbott in the morning. Got Troy and Abbott right here. What's going on, Sir Connor? How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. All the cool kids hang out here. That's right. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks better run, baby, run faster than my bullet. Anyway, sorry. ADD. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. I am so glad you're all here. Legit. So, as of right now, it's got absolutely positive reviews. There are some quick settings that allow you to extend the battery life. I've heard some people saying that they're getting up to 8 hours. Anywhere between, let's just say between 5 and 8 hours. And this is playing like pretty hardcore games. You know what I mean? Like God of War and um, Assassin's Creed and things like that. So that's good to know. I mean, 5 to 8 hours is pretty damn good for games of that nature. Things like Hollow Knight, you'd probably get a lot more time because Hollow Knight, right, is kind of less demanding, right, on the power. So yeah, that's pretty neat. That's pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. I might be waiting for like a version 2 where maybe they make it a little smaller, but this is good. This is all definitely really, really good news. Um, that song has a dark meaning. Oh, I know it does. I absolutely know it does. I know the meaning behind it. Oh yeah, I remember I used to study music for my degree, so we had to do like theses and shit like that on songs, and it wasn't all about like studying like how to make beats or whatever like that, or how to. It was about like breaking down music and shit like that too. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed the course. I really did. Um, let's see here. Elden Ring. Somebody said they were playing Elden Ring and it was at 40 to 50 frames per second during the beta testing. And that was at 800p on a 7-inch screen. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
What's up, Outlast? And that's getting you that's probably getting you between like around the 5 and 8 hour mark right there. So that's pretty good. Imagine playing Elden Ring, you know what I mean? Like while like you know what I mean? Like you're, I don't know, out and about waiting on something. You just pull out your SteamDeck and start playing some Elden Ring. That's pretty good. Oh, maybe you're waiting at the doctor for your appointment or something. I don't know. They have done the emulation test on it, meaning obviously this thing is totally hackable. And they've done emulation for the arcade games, Atari, everything basically through GameCube, and I think even the Wii U. So it seems to play everything just fine without any hiccups, which is pretty damn good, which I would imagine it would if it can play Steam games. So that's pretty sick. Again, the size is comfortable, but it's not, again, not really ideal for quick on the go. You're really going to need to bring some sort of backpack or something like that with you. Whereas like a Switch, you can have like one of those little cases. Give me my balls, damn it. I got you. Relax. The oldest handheld game thing I have is the Sega Game Gear. Yeah, I have the oldest one I have currently is the Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP. It's here. I can just grab it. It's literally like 5 feet away from me. This guy right here. Right, came in a little clamshell. Got my Pokemon in there. Pokemon Green, Emerald Green. But yeah, there is the little guy. So that's the oldest one I have. I also have a 3DS, or the new 3DS, I guess it's technically distinguished as between the old one and the new one. It does have the new moniker on it. Zeus, get down right now. Get off my receiver, bro. Why are you being a pain in the ass in the middle of the podcast, dude? Didn't I feed you? Didn't I show you love? Didn't I take care of you? Why you do this to me? Damn, dude. I have, your receiver, like for your speakers, for your 5.1 surround sound, he's like sitting on it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to a friend of mine when I head down to Tennessee because he's a huge retro game guy. Nice, dude. That's really cool of you. That is super, super cool of you. Ooh, even I'd listen with that tone. Yo, I mean, Zeus said, do you not know my name? It's true. It's true. I named him after a god for a reason. Because he's a beast. He's an absolute monster. He's like 16, 17 pound cat, and it's nothing but muscle. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's got a little belly on him, but I mean his legs and his arms and his chest and his like face, it's just all like, like he's little, he's tough. Um, let's see here. Let's see here. They've already. Oh, come here, buddy. Come here. You're all right. You know I love you, Zeus. Pain in the ass. Come here. They want to say hi. They want to see you. They want to see what beast of a kitty you are. Handsome. Come here, stinky boy. Show them how big you are. You're a big kitty. Big kitty. I mean, look how he towers. I mean, I got him down by my like below my chest, and he towers up to my head. Like the cat's huge. What's up? Hmm? What is it? Yeah, I know. Quite the perspective from up here, isn't it? Nice to be tall, isn't it? I'm not really tall, but for you, this is tall. Because of so a cat. Absolutely. That's right. Like your child, you know what I mean? Your child can piss you off, but you're always gonna love him or her. Oh, he's a goose moose. All right. Besides, he's just, he's just being a cat. Can't get upset with him. He's just being a cat climbing on shit. I'm sure anytime I leave the house and go grab groceries or something, he probably sits on that receiver the moment I leave the house. It's all good. Cat's gonna be cats. So everyone he's playing with his toys now. I guess I gave him attention. See, now he's playing with his toys. Now he's behaving. All right, so people are asking me. There was a question about this being. Do you think that this would basically rival the Switch or replace the Switch? I do not think that this is going to replace the Switch or rival the Switch in any way. I think all it's going to do, mostly all this is going to do, is give people who play Steam another option. That's really all it's going to do. I don't think this in any way is going to affect Nintendo or Switch sales. This is my opinion, right? I'm not giving you guys like the Bible here. Saying I don't think this is in any way going to affect Switch sales. It's not meant to. I think it's just basically an option for people who are Steam players to just have another way to play their Steam games. That's pretty much it. Or to possibly bring people into Steam, you know what I mean? Because there's some people who don't want to play PC games because they're like, I don't want to buy this whole big setup, right? PCs are expensive, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, there's tons of reasons why people don't end up getting PCs. But if they can go ahead and drop maybe $400, right, on a SteamDeck and basically have a little, PC game player on the go, like, that might introduce them into PC gaming, right? You never know. So it's nice. I like the idea behind this entirely. I totally support it, but I absolutely do not think it's going to rival the Switch in any way. Let's see here. I don't have children, so can't relate. You have a gato as well. He just got out of the pen, for real. He just got out of the pen, for real. He's like Debo. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Friday, Mr. Outlast, but he's like Debo sometimes. Like, that's mine. He's such a punk, but I love him. So yeah, so that is that. I don't know if anyone has seen one of these or seen these before, if anyone has any interest in these, but I think they're pretty sick. I do have a small booklet of side questions that I got off of Discord, because some people have been sending me questions on Discord, and it's right over here. Hold on, I want to make sure that I answer those questions. Grab it once again. Like Leopard said, I need an assistant. I'm also selling one of my Switches. I'm selling my Switch Lite. It's a Pokemon Zacian Zamazenta edition. It's that blue and red one. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but I am going to be selling that here in a while. Or maybe I can do like a channel giveaway. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, so I answered one question, which was, do I think this is going to replace the Switch? The other question was... Oh, actually, no, I'll save this question. Oh, this one I asked. So far, what's everyone's favorite Horizon Zero Dawn so far? Anyone who's played both games? I don't know if anyone's in the chat that's played both games. I haven't played the second one yet. But for anyone who's played, which one do you prefer? I haven't played the second one, like I said, but I heard most people liked the story from the first one, but enjoyed the gameplay from the second one. But you decided to do that. Decided to do what? What did I decide to do? What? Brandon 8627. Thanks for lurking, buddy. I appreciate it. Let's go, Brandon. You decided. Oh yeah, I decided to. Yeah, I figured. I kind of saw what it goes for, and so I can sell it and easily replace it with an OLED. I want an OLED, but I don't want to buy another Switch, right? First off, I'm broke, and secondly, I I don't need 3 switches, so I figured I can just sell that one since I never intended to use it. I literally just bought it as a display piece. I'll just sell it, and then I can turn my current Pokemon one, my Pikachu Eevee one, I can put that on display, and retire it, and just transfer all my data over to the OLED, and have the OLED, which is pretty much the one I want. And that way, when I play in handheld mode, I have a bigger and more. I have an upgrade in handheld mode. So, yeah, we sure were, absolutely. Yeah, and I might even sell my copy of Pokemon Shield with it. I was thinking about like doing a bundle, like because it's the that specific Nintendo Switch Lite is based off of the Sword and Shield games, right? So I figured I can maybe bundle the game with the Lite with the console, and maybe that might entice more people to potentially buy it. But because I'm never gonna play Shield, especially with Gen 9 coming out. Gen 9 is supposedly going to take place in. Well, I don't want to. Oh, we'll get to that next. We have that. We have the Pokemon discussion here soon. We'll just go right into it. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Gen 9. So the region. What is this? Wish Nintendo Switch? What? The OLED Nintendo Switch. It's OLED, the OLED, but the Zacia Zamazenta edition. It's a Nintendo Switch Lite. It's Do I have it within reach? Oh, this thing is for people who play Steam games. This is just an option for them to take their Steam games on the go, right? Rather than being tied to a computer and having to to play your PC games off of an actual PC, you can actually take this instead. And if you want to bring down like if you want to bring around like a gaming laptop too, because some gaming laptops are they're beastly. Nah, this thing looks pretty good. I think it's cool. I mean, I like the concept. It's not meant to rival the Switch. It's just meant to give people who play Steam games another option to play their Steam games on the go. That's all it is. It's not meant to rival the Switch. I like the idea behind it. I think it'd be nice to. I was telling everybody. I think it'd be nice to kind of be able to play certain PC games right on the go, because there's just some games that obviously every game looks better on PC. But people who can't afford a PC, right? Let's say, what I mean? Let's say you're like, dude, I don't want to spend $1,200-$1,300 on a PC between the monitor and the computer and everything else and all that, right? And that's if you probably get it on a Black Friday sale. It's probably more than that on on a normal day. But you can, instead of doing that, you can come over here and spend $400 or even $530 and get basically a mobile device that will play your PC games, and it'll emulate retro games, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Sega, everything, right? Game Boy games. So I think I don't know, I thought it was pretty neat. PC games are meant to be on the PC. Yeah, no, I know, but let's say you're playing Elden Ring on PC, right? And then you have to go to a doctor's appointment. And you're like, oh man, so you go, you put this in your book bag, right? You save your game, right? And then you head to the doctor's appointment, and then you gotta wait. You know how it is in the doctor's appointment. You always wait 30, 40 minutes, right? Oh, I mean, even though you're there on time, right? It's always you gotta wait. You just sit there and chill, and you get back to playing some Elden Ring while you wait. All of a sudden, they're like, hey, Jason. You're like, oh shit. Well, I mean, PC can, it's the same way they do it from PC to controllers. I mean, right? It's the same way from going. It's just, I guess, there's got to be something in there, obviously, that says, hey, this person is playing this game off the SteamDeck, so we're gonna revert the controls and all the buttons to the, to the coordinated ones on the controller. But I would imagine it's no different than when you were to play Assassin's Creed on PC or played on a console. Yeah, totally, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. The same with the controller, right? It's like plugging a controller into your right now. Anytime I play PC games, good night. I plug in my Xbox controller. This is what when I play any PC game, I plug this bad boy in. and just run off of this. I don't play PC games with my mouse and keyboard. I play them with this. So I imagine it would be basically like the same concept. Um, so not all games are compatible though. Yeah, I know. I know. They're it's like I said, it's still in beta, right? They've been releasing some to some people, but it's still in beta mode. So they're obviously still testing and working things out. But someone did recently test Elden Ring, and they were able to get around 5 hours, and that was at 40, 50 frames per second during the beta testing, and that was at 800p, and that's a 7-inch screen. I mean, that's not bad. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you've got a doctor's appointment, you know, you don't want to really stop playing your game, you know, you just pause it, take it with you, you know what I mean? And while you're waiting for your name to get called, you're sitting there playing Elden Ring in the waiting room. So, yeah, I mean, you know, to each their own. It's not for everybody. I'm not getting one because I don't really leave my house often enough to justify having one. Um, I have a PC. I'm home 95% of the time. So for me, playing PC games on my PC is the way I'm going to do it. But, you know, if I were to settle down and have a family and we were to get into traveling around more and things like that, I'd probably consider something like this because it'd be nice to take my PC games on the go with me rather than just my Switch. You know, because I have my Vitas. I take my Vitas with me when I go on vacation, but, you know, my Vitas are basically PlayStation exclusives or all retro games. And then my Nintendo Switch is basically all, you know, Switch games that I've bought. But it'd be nice to like take this, like for example, God of War. There's currently no way of playing God of War on the go, right? Like think about that. PlayStation doesn't have a mobile device, right? Because they gave up on Vitas and all that stuff. So there's no way to play things like God of War on the go. And now there is. Now you can play God of War on the go. I mean, you know, like so when you think of it that way, it's kind of cool. And like I was telling Goodnight earlier, some people who don't have the money to buy a $1,200, $1,300, whatever, and up PC, right? Because that's like minimum, right? $1,200, $1,300. If they don't have the money to buy that, they can at least go ahead and just invest in one of these and still get access to PC games on the go. So, you know, like I said, it's not for everybody, but I do see the benefits of it, right? But I personally would also I'd wait for them to do a version 2, which is already in the works. Supposedly, a Steam Deck 2. I mean, there's no real name for it, but let's just call it a Steam Deck 2 for a placeholder. It's already in the works. Like they're already trying to see how they can make this thing smaller because it's definitely like a behemoth. I would use the word behemoth of a handheld console. It's massive. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. Going on to Pokemon. We were talking about Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet. Gen 9. So when I was saying that I'm trying to sell my Nintendo Switch Lite, the Pokemon edition, as well as the Pokemon Shield with it, right? I'm not telling you guys I'm trying to sell it because I'm trying to get one of you guys to buy it, but I'm saying I'm in the works, like selling it on eBay and like local shops and things like that. Um, and I might attach the game with it because Gen 9 is going to be in Portugal, Spain region. Like it's gonna be in that suppose like if there was a map or something in the background that had that peninsula like circled, and basically it's the region of Portugal and Spain. And if that's the case, like that would gain my interest in trying out Gen 9 because I'm Portuguese, right? So it would be kind of interesting to see like Portugal in the world of Pokemon, so to speak. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of interested in that. I want to check that out. That's why the names are kind of Spanish. Yep, that's exactly right. Um, so we got Fuecoco, right? That's the crocodile, the fire crocodile. Fuecoco. We've got Sprigatito, which is the marijuana cat, and then we've got Quaxley, which is the water type duck. Um, and so I'll be picking, you know, the herbal kitty, right? I'll be picking the. I want the cat so bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, I'm definitely going to be going with the cat that is clearly excited about catnip. I'm going to go with the catnip Pokemon with his green body and its green leaf on its face. I know what that represents. I see right through it. That's a stoner cat. But yeah, how many Pokemon do you guys think are going to be in this generation? I'm thinking like 80, 80, 86. My gut's going with 86. I had to think about that. I was like, wait, I had to zone that in. I had to hone it in. Yeah, I'm going with an 86. Let's see here. Let me pull up. Let me pull them up. By the way, Pokemon Gen 9. Here they are, right? So there's Sprigatito, right? There's the marijuana kitty. See? See? How you gonna tell me that's not a marijuana kitty? Then we got Fuecoco. And then we got Quaxley. Now they're all adorable. Don't get me wrong, they're all adorable, and I'm sure most people are gonna go with the fire type because that's what most people tend to do. But like I said, you know, this cat's representing the herb, and I'm all about it. Now the only thing that does bother me about this cat right now, I don't know. You guys can see my mouse. Do you see this eye right here? This eye right here? It bothers the hell out of me because it's crooked. I don't know if I need to zoom in. I might need to zoom in on that. Hold on. I know I can zoom in. I just gotta figure out how. Crap. Maybe control. Yeah, there we go. Like, look at this thing's eye. Yeah, it's crooked. It's absolutely not parallel. Thing absolutely, its eye right here is straight crooked. I don't know what the artist was thinking. I don't know if he was just tired or she. I don't know if he or she was just tired. But this eye right here is absolutely rendered poorly. It is crooked. The thing is like cockeyed. But it's all good. It's all good. It doesn't have as much of a face, so. Oh man. So here it is. There's the region, right? I was talking about Portugal and Spain area, so I'm kind of excited about that because you know if there's any Portugal, you know, influence, I'd be super excited. I don't know if I'm thrilled about the outfits. The outfits are kind of a little, I don't know, but yeah, the Indicat. There we go. I like it, Mr. Fat Man. I like it. That cat and I went in the same. That's true. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Your face is gorgeous. Let's see here. I guess it'll have home connectivity, right? So for anyone who uses home, it'll have home connectivity. There are new legendaries. They haven't announced how many Pokemon. I don't know if anybody wants to take a guess. My guess is like 86. I think that's what I said, 86. I think there's going to be about 86 new Pokemon. I could be obviously way off. They typically drop anywhere from 60 to like 120, 130, right? Anywhere from that range. So I'm going to go with 86. Well, no, it's actually higher compared to the other, even before I was sick. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're talking about yourself. I thought you were talking about the cat. Aw. Aw. Hey, Mr. J-Star, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in. Like a good 45. Yeah, yeah. Like oh yeah, like a good 45 Pokemon. That's what you're saying. They're gonna be like 45. Imagine if they just drop like a short. That would be kind of funny, but that would just the game would be over too quick. That wouldn't, you know, getting. But welcome in, Mr. J. How's your weekend going? What are you up to? Thanks for popping in, by the way. I really appreciate that. We were just talking about the Steam Deck, and now we're kind of talking about Gen 9. I was telling everybody how my family's Portuguese, so I'm pretty excited about the region to be Portugal and Spain. That'll be cool. And I'm not too excited about the outfits, but you know, I'm overall I'm excited to try this out. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'm guessing there's gonna be 86, about 86 Pokemon. Oh, anybody think there's gonna be more evolutions? Am I saying that right? Evolutions? Evolutions? I'm guessing there might be a couple more evolutions. I'm thinking like maybe two more evolutions. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm not sure either. Everything should totally be open for it, but it's all good. I'm just happy you're here. So yeah, I don't know how people are feeling about these evolutions. But yeah, my guess is 86 new Pokemon and two new evolutions. That's my prediction. So that's what turns out happening. Then you heard it here first. Man. Yeah, you can try refreshing. That's true. That's true. True that. True that. All right. All right. Let's see here. Any questions here regarding Pokemon? No. No. Okay. Anybody feel like maybe this is too soon? Like maybe they dropped the next Pokemon, like, you know what I mean, generation too soon? Because we just got like, we basically just got two Pokemon games, right? We got the remake, like right at the end of last year, and then we got Legends just now, like Legends Arceus. I want sushi. Oh man, sushi would be good. Definitely beats the mac and cheese I had. Caps. Zeus, where are you? And what are you doing? Too quiet. And when it's too quiet, it's dangerous. They're not on my couch sleeping, so that's not a good sign. I'd also take mac and cheese. Yeah, but sushi definitely, I think, sounds better. Nope, refreshing, working on this. No worries. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Anyone think about any new evolutions? Let me check my Discord questions here.
Bye. Have a beautiful time. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Exactly, exactly. Beep boop. Beep 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 boop. Beep boop. Giggity giggity. I might have to go get a drink. I'm feeling a little parched. Feeling a little parched. All right, I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll give you guys a second to answer about any evolutions or if it's too soon or anything like that. Or and I'll be right back. Hold on a second. Oof. All right. Let's see here. So, mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Anyone playing anything new besides Elden Ring? Oh, I didn't even see the electrode. I would have tried to catch that. Crap. Yep. All right. So the next Discord question I had is, um, what is your go-to game after a bad day or event? Mine would be alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. My go-to game after a bad day or something. I mean, depends. Dead by Daylight is kind of nice if I'm trying to get a little frustration out, but also Pokemon is kind of nice because it's relaxing. So just kind of depends. Just kind of depends. Depends on what I'm feeling at the end of the day. But I can go for, I'd say, one of those two games, either Dead by Daylight if I'm trying to like take out some angst, or I'd go with Pokemon Legends now, if I wanted to maybe just relax. You know what I mean? No stress. You know what I mean? Like there's some stress in Pokemon, but it's not like extreme. It's pretty, overall pretty chill. Um, depending on the day, I tend to enjoy shooting. Should have been upset. So you'd make a great American. You'd totally make a great American. You like shooting shit. That's perfect. No comment. Oh man, love it. So apparently, if you link this thing up with home, you'll actually be able to carry around Pokemon from other regions, right? So you should be able to carry around your Pikachu's and you know your Haunters, your Gengars, things like that, right? So that's kind of cool to know that you'll be able to bring in Pokemon from other regions. Yeah, the only other thing we know about it is that it's going to come out in late 2022. We have no real actual release date, and that's about that. So I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I think it's a little kind of. I think it's kind of soonish. But I mean, I guess if it's late 2022, I guess that's not as bad. Um, but that still does put it with at least three Pokemon games in 1 year, which is kind of just. I don't know. I guess that's kind of a lot of Pokemon. Um, and what's so funny is like I could have sworn like back when they had like when they were like up to like 200 300 Pokemon, you know what I mean, around the Gen 2 Gen 3 era, I was like, man, they've got to be running out of ideas. You know what I mean? Like how many more gens can they possibly do with this? Like how much more can they milk this, right? Cuz they've got to be coming out like running out of ideas. And here we are, you know what I mean? Like six, 5 or 6 gens later, we're up to Gen 9 and it's like, dang. Okay. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. Apparently, they can keep this going for a while. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's totally right. Sorry, I had to yell at my cats. They are absolutely misbehaving at the moment. they're like fighting. I don't know if you guys heard that, but they were just fighting. I almost had to get up and separate them, but as soon as I like muted the microphone and I hollered, they darted in opposite directions. So all right, let's see here. Nintendo was like, "Oh, you missed Pokemon. Have 3 games in a year in one." Yeah, pretty much. Some of the Pokemon are just like reskins or look like the most random things. Yeah, yeah, like when they did Cliff. Well, they've also been doing like gen versions of stuff too. Like, hey, we're in a new region and now suddenly we have the baby versions of the Pokemon, right? Or the Alola region, right? How about that? Executor, right? With the long neck versus the short neck, like things like that, where you're like, okay, like it's almost like I feel like the Alola region is like the scrap versions that they didn't really go with. Like they were the concept ideas, and then they changed the concepts to what we know them as. But then they were like, we could release the scrap versions and just call them something like Alolan region, and I'm sure people would just eat it up. And here we are. Man. Funny the people that come through when you say you're gonna do a tell-all. Love it. So, let's see here. With Pokemon being out of the way,
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
yeah. So, with that being that, with Pokemon, what's everyone? Well, I guess we already talked about. Some of us already talked about which ones we're gonna go with. I know Jen and I want to go with the Sprigatito. So we'll see. Oh God, I have to stretch. Hmm. Hmm. Let's go. You guys are hysterical. Team Indicat. That's right. That's right. Team Indicat. We're going with the pot kitty. Going with the pot kitty. For anyone who just came in, that's the pot kitty. We're going with the herbal kitty. We're calling it the Team Indicat. I love it. That's totally we. Yeah, I was just about to say that needs to be like merch, and then you beat me to it. Good job. That's great. Team Indicat. To me, it's just a leaf kitty. Well, I know, and that's obviously all it is. But you can't, you can see how folks from that community can be like, that's a little sus. Or that's my spirit animal. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, they made an Indicat, my spirit animal. Yay! Uh, oh man. Well, you wouldn't because you don't smoke. That's why I said people from that community, right? Like that from that basically community of smokers. That they would look at that and be like, we see what you're doing there, Nintendo. Or I guess really not Nintendo, but what's the main company? Game Freak. That's what it is, Game Freak. Honestly, never looked at it like that. Word. Man, sorry. I napped, but I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm trying to keep my energy up. I'm trying not to be all like yawny and drowsy for you guys because that's not the type of performance I want to give. But we're here. So, anyways, moving on. I'm guessing about 86 Pokemon, and I'm guessing at least 2 new EV evolutions. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. If they make a shoe Pokemon, I'll quit the series. I mean, they made a trash bag one, Wasn't there a trash bag Pokemon? Am I tripping out here? Yeah, Trubbish. He's a full dark green garbage bag with a knot at the top that acts like ears. They literally made one of trash bag. That's my spirit Pokemon. Oh, stop. And then it evolves into this thing, a Garbodor. Which apparently has a transparent background. So if anybody wants to make this into like an emote, there you go. You can easily just do that. Just download this. Oh, man. I'm just kidding. Don't download that. I don't know if that's illegal or not. So, let's see here. Nah, I'm a Slakoth. Yeah, sloths would be the better. That'd be the better animal. You know, they still kind of get to chill. You know, but they're known for being like kind of like slow and lazy, and you know, not that I think you're slow and lazy, but I know that's what you're trying to be like a sloth. Like you just like to, you know, chill. What's up, God Mecca? How are you, my man? It's good to see you. What is new? I know you're not slow and lazy. You are far from that. You work your ass off. But sloths are pretty slow and they like to just chill. They're pretty lazy. You're the one who said you were with the sloth. I didn't say you were those things. I said the sloth is slow and lazy. You said that you were like the sloth.
Somebody please clip that. What?
Enjoying my new life in Florida. What? I'm in Florida. You can't be in Florida and I'm in Florida and we not Fox. We got a Fox together. It's what I aspire to be. You Cooper. Yeah, dude. You name a time and place. Just call my name and I'll be there. You can go to my new Miami native. Nice. Honestly, on the weekends, I'm fairly lazy. I mean, I kind of am as well. You know, like I even admit like on weekends I don't it's harder for me to support because I'm chilling with family. So you know I try to be away from the computer because I don't want my attention to be on the computer rather than on my fam. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, I'm definitely down to hang out, God Mecca, anytime. We can go to my new place of work. Hell yeah, dude. It's a theme park. What? Where you what? Well, I guess you gotta tell me in the DMs or something. You ain't gotta, you know, air out your workplace in the chat. But yeah. I work my ass off at work, so I'm always exhausted. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. I mean, I don't, you know, I get it. I totally get it. Shoot you a whisper. Yes. Very nice. So, the last thing on the docket for tonight is the Nvidia leak. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Nvidia leak. And Nvidia NVM2. There we go. So apparently, Nvidia got hacked. Like they got like a data leak, and obviously I don't want to expose anything really about what went, or, what was there other than what is allowed. And one of the things that got leaked was that they are releasing a new chip. It's called the NVM2. And the NVM2 is possibly something that can give us 4K. Dank with a stank, my dude, coming in with a rate of 6. Let's go. How are you, my guy? What is new? What is poppin'? Why don't I? Oh yeah, Kawhi. Why do I suck about it? Wait. My guy kind of disclosed to me he was on. He said kind of why I was quiet for a bit last night. Oh well, dang, that's wild. Um, at least he told you. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream, Dank? Raiders, if it's your first time here, my name is LVG. I'm a wide variety streamer who happens to play all types of games across all platforms, from retro to current gen, PC to console, everything. I just love video games, and if you are passionate about games, you're definitely in the right place. Where about are you in Florida? I'm basically in Orlando. Without getting too specific, because Orlando kind of has subdivisions, but basically Orlando. Orlando's kind of like New York, where it's like, oh, I'm from New York, but like I'm from Brooklyn, or I'm from Manhattan, or I'm from Queens, or I'm from Hell's Kitchen, or I'm from, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So, it's like, yeah, I'm in Orlando, but I'm in specifically. Oh, damn, yeah, dude, you're probably like honestly no more than an hour away. No bullshit. You're literally no more than an hour. I'm Winter Springs. I used to go to Kissimmee all the time to go to the Kissimmee Park when I used to play Pokemon Go, because for some reason Kissimmee Park had all like the badass Pokemon. Like I would literally walk on there and like a Lapras would pop up, fucking, like a Blastoise. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like I go to all the parks over here and I get squat. Of course, I stopped playing Pokemon Go a while ago, but yeah, I used to go to Kissimmee like twice a month just to go Pokemon hunting. It was terrible. Robert Cotton, bro, thank you so much. I did say hi to you earlier. Yes, I did. I did. He didn't tell me it was the staff. I found out via email. He wants to find out what is. He waits to find out. Oh man, drinks on me. Yay! Well, if you smoke, smokes on me. If you don't smoke, then that's okay. We'll be friends. So yeah. So what's funny is last year everybody was kind of talking about a Switch 2 potentially being in the works. Nope, but I drink. That's fine. That's totally fine. Let's drink then. Let's do it. Um, I could definitely drink. I could definitely drink. I like whiskey and I like gin martinis. Those are the two things that I drink. I don't really drink beer. I don't really drink beer. But yeah. I would definitely be happy to hang out. That would be cool as hell. That's that's one of the reasons why I started streaming, was to meet people, to try to get them out of my house a little bit. Yeah, that'd be fantastic, dude. Hell yeah. Perfect. Where was I? Oh, right. So last year they talked about a potential Switch 2 coming out, and instead we got the OLED edition, which was obviously, it's clearly an upgrade, just not the upgrade that everybody thought we were going to get. But with this Nvidia leak regarding this new chip called the NVM2, I believe is what it is. Yeah, the NVM2. All the cool people who live in the States, I'm jealous. I'm telling you, I keep telling you. Move on down, you know. I have the OLED and I love it. Dude, I have the original, like the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu edition, and then I have the light, which is the Pokemon light version as well, like the Zacian Zamazenta edition. And I'm on the fence about selling my light because it's a special edition. It kind of goes for a little bit of a premium price. I'm thinking about selling it and then just buying an OLED, even though I know the value of the light is actually going to be worth more. I just, you know, I just really want an OLED, and then plus the money that the difference, right? The profit from, you know, me buying an OLED to replace it would be, you know, I get to put that in my pocket. But that if I got an OLED, I can retire this Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu edition, and I can just stick to using the OLED. And then when I use it in handheld mode on the couch, you know, I'm experiencing a much better screen. Yes, Leopard, yes. Native Pride, my man, what is good, dude? Lepa came with the raid. Hey, man, thanks for being here. I absolutely appreciate you. Hope your night's going well. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Folks, if you're not already hosting somebody, I would absolutely appreciate a host. It would mean the world. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I appreciate you all being here. I wouldn't survive down there. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You're stronger than you think. Man, God Mecha, thank you for the host. I absolutely appreciate the hell out of you.
Talking about ruining a game, man.
I'm just making sure I didn't miss any other comments. I'm just reading back, but it looks like we're all good. All right, sweet. Sorry I had to take the dog. No, you're good, man. No need to apologize, you know. I just gave my mom my original Sega Genesis. She lives in Riverview right outside of Tampa. Oh, dude, that's wild. Nah, come to me. Oh, yeah? Yeah, with the way things are going over there, I don't know if I want to move there. I mean, I'll come to you for vacation. As long as they let me leave the country. Kidding. But, yeah. Anyways, jokes aside. If the new Switch comes out, my guess is that the original Switch, the red box model, right? The one that currently comes in a red box. Like, I mean, I can just look up pictures right now for you guys. Switch models. Right? Oh man, I can't spell worth a shit. Current Switch models. So basically, you got this one that comes in the red box right here, right? So this would be considered the technically the original. Why is it not showing the picture of it? Doesn't matter. It's up here. It's the red box one. I'll just go back. No. This one right here. This would be considered the original. It might come in this box now. This is basically the original Switch, but with an upgraded battery, right? They took the original model and they just upgraded the battery, and they eliminated the original model. So this became the new original Switch, right? And then after they released this guy, they released the Lite, which everyone knows the Lite, which is the one you can't dock and you can't separate the sides, the controllers from it. Dillo the Destroyer, bro, coming in with a raid of 5. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, Raiders. Filthy Raw Dog. Let's go with the freaking follow. Thank you. Choose Life. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. How was the stream, buddy? Willow the Wisp cosplay. I like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was the stream, buddy?
Appreciate you hanging.
Raid hype, raid hype. Yeah, let's go. I got some raid hypes right here too.
Give me a sec, guys. Emma, come here. Come
Or
here.
we can be like bing bong raid, bing bong raid. Bam. I am doing wonderful. How are you all doing? How's your weekends going? What's new? Who streams? You know, you're welcome to tell me if you are a streamer. I'd love to, get to know you more, know what games you play. I play, my introduction to myself, my name is LVG. I run live video game TV. You could just call me LVG for short. I am a wide variety streamer. I literally play just about anything and everything. I typically avoid MMOs. That's probably the only thing I really avoid. But I do play everything else otherwise. PC, console, retro, current gen, doesn't matter. I just absolutely love games. And if you're a game fan, you're in the right place, I promise. I'm all about good vibes and positivity. E coming in with 10 biddies. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Amazing. Man played some Fortnite and Marbles on stream. Nice. Played some Fortnite. How'd you get any wins? Get any dubs? Solomoninsky. Leroy, what's going on, man? Welcome in. I was trying to make sure I got that right. You almost got lost in the mix there. I was like, oh no. I'm trying to scroll back up. I got Choose Life. I said hey to Choose Life. I said hey to Manda Joe. I did say hey to Manda Joe. I welcomed everybody in. Yep, absolutely. Very good. We're good. We're good.
Wait, Ewok coming in with that?
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. I am glad to hear that, man. I'm absolutely glad to hear that. I'm so grateful for all these raids and all the love. I appreciate the hell out of it. Tonight, as I said, I do play a bunch of different games, but tonight on Sundays, Sunday evenings, I do a gaming news podcast. I just like to talk about what games are coming out, what new updates are happening in the gaming world. Both behind the scenes and kind of as well as some of the more popular things that are trending, I guess, so to speak. And so, tonight we talked about the SteamDeck, right? And how, people are finally starting to get a few of them. I guess some of the beta testers are getting them in their hands. And, some of the reviews that have come out about it. We talked about Pokemon Gen 9 coming out. We talked about, we asked a couple questions on Discord. From Discord, I have a list of questions that people ask me. We've been going through a bunch of stuff tonight. It's been nice. And now we're currently talking about the Nvidia leak that occurred, where they talked about the basically the chip for the Nvidia NVM2, which is supposed to be a successor to the current NVM chip that's in the Switch. Which means if we're getting an NVM2 chip, we should be getting a new Switch console. So I was actually currently telling everybody what the different models are, right? We've got the OG model right here in the red box, which actually might look like this box now, like that. You've also got, that says OLED, but they do come in a box like that. Here we go. This tells right here, the Nintendo Switch. Then you got the Nintendo Switch OLED model, and then you got the Switch Lite that doesn't separate. The Joy-Cons don't separate, right? So it comes in this box, right? That's the OG box for the OG Nintendo Switch, and then you've got the OLED box right there. So I'm just trying to differentiate for people because some people might not really know the difference, and hopefully this helps clear out any confusion. But yeah, those are the models that you can go with. My feeling is, what I was getting at by showing you guys that, is if they make a new Switch, if they do a new Switch with an NVM2 chip, I think they're going to get rid of that red box, and they're just going to do the Lite, the OLED, and then the NVM2 chip one. The Switch 2. Maybe they'll call it the new Nintendo Switch. Kind of like they did with the 3DS. They had the 3DS and they had the new 3DS. Maybe they'll do something like that. The same with the Game Boys. I don't know if anybody's aware, but even though Game Boy and Game Boy Color are actually separate handhelds, Nintendo actually loops the sales of the two of them together, which is why Game Boy, well, I hate to say console, but Game Boy handheld sales are so exponentially large. It's because it's actually inflated by the amount of Game Boy Color sales that are also looped into it. So I feel like Nintendo's going to do the same thing with this new Switch. They're just going to kind of say it's still part of the Switch. We're going to count it as Switch sales, even though it's technically a new SKU and technically a new Switch. But that's just my predictions. These are all predictions. These aren't things that are set in stone. I just like to make predictions and have fun because I'm a video game. I'm passionate about video games, and this is all fun to me to talk about and make predictions. And some of my predictions come to fruition, and of course some of them, that doesn't happen. You take your wins, you take your losses.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Let's see here. Let me catch up with everybody. My bot might say that you left, and if it did, just ignore it if you haven't left, because my bot is weird. Sometimes it just does that. Ignore it. I ignore it most of the time. I just like it's there because sometimes people do leave, and I like to say goodbye. But ignore the bot. It's no biggie. Go to lurk while I eat sweet pea. Oh, you're gonna eat some sweet peas? That's pretty cool. That sounds good. I'm glad you're good, Solomon. That's fantastic. What'd you do this weekend? Let me see. You're still catching up. Scrolling. Vex with the pokey catch. And that's it. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. So, if anyone's played Horizon Zero Dawn, I was curious which game you thought was better, 1 or 2. And the last question from Discord. Oh, the other question from Discord was, what's your go-to game when you have a bad day or a bad experience? And then the other question, which I'm about to drop on you right now, is what is the last game that you remember standing in line for? For me, I want to say it was maybe Assassin's Creed Black Flag, because I think that the PS4 version of that game came out like 2 weeks or 4 weeks after the PS4 console launched. I stood in line at midnight for the PS4 console launch. And I'm pretty sure that I went again at midnight to pick up my pre-order copy of Black Flag. But I think that's the last time I stood in line for a game at midnight. Last of Us 2? Oh, the first Last of Us, not the second. Oh, okay. Gotcha. BO2 for midnight launch. Okay, gotcha. D-Lo, thanks again for the raid, man. I appreciate you so much. BO2 midnight launch. Nice. All good choices. Last of Us is a good choice too. Definitely. Nice, guys. Love it. I was the only chick in the lineup. That's so funny. Yeah, here, I don't know. We definitely had some females in the line for like PS4 and Black Flag and couple other games that I've stood in line for. So, very cool. Does it count if it was DJing the release? Oh, does it count if I was DJing? Yeah, totally. I mean, why not? I mean, I guess the question was technically stood in line for it, but I mean, hey, if you were there till midnight or longer because you probably had to wrap everything up after everything was over, then yeah, sure, man. Why not? Everything gets delivered to me now. Yeah, same here. Well, there's a few things that I'll go pick up just because I know Walmart isn't far from me, and Walmart tends to have games like $10 cheaper. So sometimes if I can buy it for myself, I'm like, well, I'll just go there and buy it. Like when D-Schnack, E.T., and Sweet Honey came together and like donated $60 for me to go buy Pokemon Arceus. Right, I was like, "Oh, guys, you could have totally just sent me 50 because I'm just gonna go to Walmart and buy it for 50." Like, they were like, Psh, "Just keep the extra 10. Don't worry about it." So yeah, I was there long before and after. Yeah, no doubts, dude. If you're doing the DJing, I used to do audio, and I have a bachelor's degree in audio engineering, so I used to travel. I've been to like 50 states. No, sorry, I've been to 48. I've been to 48 of the 50 states. That's what I was trying to say. I basically just ran audio soundboards for seminars and trade shows and a couple of concerts. I did something for Leonard Skinner one time. That was pretty cool. So yeah. What's going on, Snipey? You beautiful lady. What's going on? Nice. What's up? How you doing, Vic? Good to see you. Thank you for the shout out. You're do redacted, of course. Absolutely. You and Snipey are absolutely legendary. Always happy to shout y'all out. I appreciate everybody here. Man. That's basically whew, that's basically the podcast. That's everything I had to cover. That's pretty much it. Some of these things can, sometimes these podcasts go a little longer when I have people on the show because we get to bounce ideas off of each other. If you guys ever want to be on the podcast, just let me know. Like, I'm terrible about sending out invites. It's basically an open invitation, right? As long as I know who you are, you're not like some stranger, like first time chatter, things like that. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to my first time chatters in here now, but obviously I need to establish some sort of rapport before I'm comfortable in, inviting you onto my show or something like that. So, and as you should be the same for your channel, you know what I mean? You should always protect your channel and your brand. So, but yeah, anyone who, we go back a little bit, by all means, if you want to be on the show, please, you know what I mean? Hit me up. Hit me up. I would love to have you. Need a DJ for your podcast? Word? No, I mean, I have, there's nothing beats a DJ for sure, but I've just been playing, typically I play like songs over here from like Harris Heller or whatever, but I know you do some stuff. I need to look into some things from some of you guys. Bacon!
Okay, bud.
Good to see you, man. I like the Jack Nicholson. You're already an hour and a half, so it has been pretty good. Absolutely. Leopard, sorry, I meant to say thank you for the shout out. Yeah, that's definitely Leopard hooking things up. I'll come hang for a podcast if you want. Yeah, dude, love to. You we can do it, again, virtually, or I'd love to have you over at the house by all means. That'd be cool. Whatever's clever. I've got some extra headsets here. So yeah, or you can bring your own, whatever's clever. Just sync it up. Submarine life and ride mechanic stuff. Oh, word, sounds good. Sounds good. I'll be like, because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, Oh man, you're a trip, dude. I love it. What's going on, Hataka Uzi? It's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. How's your night? How's your weekend? What is poppin'? Whew. I'm getting like, getting not. I mean, I'm getting. I guess it's anxiety is what I'm getting right now. I'm like, ugh. So let me see here. Let me take a quick little break. Let me just go make a cup of coffee. I'm gonna put on some music, right? And then when I get back, we'll roll into my story. I hope anyone who just came in, I hope you guys will hang out for a few minutes while I just make a cup of coffee. Because I just need something warm and soothing. And I'm getting ready to spill the tea, as they say. And so since I'm American, we tend to drink coffee. So I'm gonna spill the coffee beans. I'm spilling the beans. But I just need to go make some coffee real quick, and maybe even smoke, just to kind of calm my nerves, because this is obviously a very anxious topic for me, and a very to share my story. And I'm gonna need my mods to turn off my channel points, like I guess basically all of them. I guess. Use your judgment. I mean, I assume basically if it's gonna be a distraction, just for this part, I would just turn it off. But you can do that, as I go. You don't have to do it right this moment. Spill the sweet tea. Yep, that's right. You know me and the sweet tea. I'm all about it. But yeah, I'm gonna put on the BRB screen. I'm gonna play some music, and then I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. And I'll be right back. And I'm gonna tell my story. And like I said, I just need to make a cup of coffee and maybe smoke a bowl or two, because it's a very high anxious. It's an anxious topic for me. It's not easy to talk about. Like, people think that I thrive off of talking about this topic, and I don't. But I do want to preface this by anyone who's already with this bad mentality. Oh, he's not letting go of this. I got attacked 2 days ago on social media by 2 members from this group, and it's for that reason that I'm even doing this, because I've let it go. It's been 4 months, right? Other than like warning people who ask me about it, other than warning them with my experience, just by telling them my experiences in here, other than that, I don't really talk about it anymore. Like even my mod lately has been like, dude, your tweets and your everything about like your stuff and your content lately has been, you know, really about you, and I'm really proud of you about that. So when this person came and attacked me 2 days ago on Twitter, it was, for me, it was really out of the blue, and it was, I just didn't understand it. And so obviously people don't understand how my Twitch journey started and where I was before I joined this team to where I am now, right? And why I have data to prove why things didn't work out. And it's not me being a whiny little ungrateful bitch. It's literally data that I can prove to you, right? It's factual data. Everyone always says follow the data, follow the science. Well, I've got data for you. I've got receipts. But obviously it's not easy to talk about. So I just want to make a cup of coffee, maybe smoke a bowl, just to get my nerves kind of loosened up a little bit. And I'll be right back. So enjoy the music, and I love you guys, and I'll be right back. Ooh, that's loud. Hopefully that's a little better. There we go. That's what I meant to do. That should be a little better now. You good? Okay, we should be good. I'll be right back.